if God is allowing his children to walk through suffering, it's because he knows it'll bring something good in their lives that they couldn't get any other way. There are two particular purposes the Bible talks about in our suffering. The first is in a verse you probably know well. You probably have heard of Romans 8:28, which talks about God doing good things for his people and always bringing good from their suffering, which says, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." But you might not have heard the next verse, verse 29, which says, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate, to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren." What this verse is showing us is that the good that God brings from our suffering is to make us like Jesus, to help us to become like him so that we can walk with him. And the other purpose the Bible tells us about is that it brings us eternal reward. In 2 Corinthians 4, verses 17 and 18, God tells us, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, works for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal." What this verse is showing us is that when we have suffering on this earth, it's small compared to the reward that God will give us to make up for it. Some of that will come in this life, but the second verse there talked about the things which we see now are just temporary. They won't last that long. But the things which we can't see yet, that God has prepared for us in eternity, those will last forever. And those will be so much greater and make up for our suffering in such a way that it will be totally worthwhile. So if we're walking through suffering and we wonder, why is God allowing this? He's allowing it because he wants to bring good to us through it. He wants to make us like Jesus, and he wants to bring us eternal rewards that we couldn't have any other way.